This is Global Tel-Link. You have a prepaid call from
What's up?
an inmate at the Desert View Community Correctional Facility, Adelanto, California. This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded. To accept this call, say or dial 5 now. Thank you for using Global Tel-Link.
So we're going to give a little basic rundown about situations unfolding. Sure, everybody's been paying attention to the news. The mainstream media, fake news, as Trump calls it, he got it right. The latest attempt for the government to disarm the American people, because that's what the liberals and the Democrats are about. You know, they want to disarm the American people and arm themselves to the teeth. You ain't heard of Jade Helm? Google it. Jade Helm was an operation that took place in Texas, 2015. Huge military drills that were going on. And for a period of about 3 years, they were moving massive amounts of military equipment all around the United States. They're getting prepared for something. Now, I'm coming at you from inside of a prison. I'm aware of what's going on. I read large amounts of information on a daily basis. Several periodicals, newspapers, magazines, and any book that comes out regarding pulling the covers on the global elite, the Illuminati, Freemasonry, whatever you want to call it. They're all behind this. It's a big scam. People need to wake up and pay attention. Read the signs. It's called problem, reaction, solution. They create a problem. And right now, since 9/11, the problem has been terrorism. You ain't heard as much about terrorism as you have since 9/11. Never. There was periodic situations that would take place, but now it's almost an everyday event. They created a problem of terrorism. They got the reaction from the people. Remember, problem, reaction, solution. They create the problem. They get the reaction that they want from the people, which is fear, and which is an outcry for the government to save them, and then they give us the solution. So they're giving us the solution for the problem that they created, which is what they want. It's a big scam. What was the problem that they just created now? Massive school shootings, terrorist attacks, stabbings, people driving their vehicles in the crowds, blaming it on Trump, blaming it on racism, blaming it on everything that they can, which is all distraction. All of it is a distraction from what they're doing. We got too much information. For people out there to still say this is all conspiracy theories and this is all tinfoil hat wearing conspiracy theorists is making up all this stuff, it's nonsense. It's the truth. You got to be able to filter out the nonsense and find out what's real. Study history. Look at books. The Untold History of the United States. Look it up. There's tons of books out there and tons of information. You don't learn the real history of the United States in history class in school. It's all dumbed down. You don't learn the real history of this country. I bet nobody knows that the majority of the first presidents of this country were all Freemasons. George Washington was a Freemason. He was the master of his lodge. So anyways, what's going on with this Las Vegas shooting now? I'm jumping around because I only got 15 minutes to get the information out. You got now, they figure, well, Sandy Hook wasn't enough. Killed a bunch of kids. Pulse nightclub shooting wasn't enough. A bunch of LGBTs. Now you got all up in arms and everybody's tripping. You got tons of police shootings. They make it seem like it's a bunch of white cops just out killing black people everywhere. That's what you would think by watching the news every day. The media is a brainwashing device used by the elite to set the narrative. That's the narrative. So now they get a massive shooting going on in Las Vegas, and this just don't add up. This has CIA all over it. It don't add up. You can say you're a conspiracy theorist, whatever you want to call it. Mass shooting. This dude never had a criminal background. He never had anything. He never even was on, he wasn't on anybody's radar. And all of a sudden he goes and accumulates 60-some-odd guns and sets up a sniper's nest inside of a casino overlooking a venue like that and just mows down 60 people and puts 500 in the hospital. They're trying to disarm us. The only way they can do it is to blame it on the guns. Guns kill nobody. Deranged people with guns kill people. It doesn't matter if you take every gun out of this country. They'll use cars. Take every car, they'll use knives. They will find a way to kill you if they want to do it, if they're driven enough. The news media has just as much blood on their hands as all of these deranged people because the way they pump this stuff all day long. No wonder people are so outraged. The media pumps it day in and day out. Mass shootings and murders and rapes and killings and carjackings and beatings, and at the end they sprinkle a little bit of happiness. Well, now it's time for the good stuff, is what CNN says every day. It makes me sick. These people inside of this prison that I'm at, yeah, they may be criminals, but we're more civilized than the people out there in society right now. Every one of these dudes in here. We've got some little bit of racial tension here and there, but it ain't nothing like what's going on in the streets, and it's dumbfounding. It just amazes me. So people need to wake up and find out what's going on. They're trying to bring in the New World Order. You've been hearing this term for a long time. For those of you that are older, the New World Order is coming. They're trying to make a one-world government. They're trying to strip the cash out of our society and use microchips for us to do all of our transactions. That's coming next. Everything is surveillance. There's a movie that just came out called The Circle. Yeah, watch that. That'll blow your mind. So what I'm trying to tell you is when you watch the news, look for the smear tactics that they use to smear President Donald Trump. If they said half of the stuff about Obama that they say about Trump, they'd be yelling, racist. You're a racist. Nobody ever said anything about Obama when he was in office because he was black. It was a perfect setup. Put Obama in. Obama was a fascist. He was a communist. His mentors were people like Jeremiah Wright. Look up Jeremiah Wright and listen to the type of stuff that dude talked about. So Obama could get away with murder. All the executive orders he signed, all the nonsense this dude was about, got people thinking that he was for them, and he was actually destroying them. So, I got 22 days coming out. We'll put out some music, put out some blogs, put together some organizations. We're going against this crooked, left-wing, liberal propaganda machine that's got everybody deceived. You people are too sensitive out there. All this political correctness. Talking about it ain't about he and she. There's no more he's and she's no more. Now we're all just people. Bullshit. There are he's and she's. Men are stronger than women. Straight up. Women deserve equal respect, no doubt, but there's some things that you can't do that we can. That's just the way God created us, so that's the way we evolved, whatever way you want to look at it. Quit being so sensitive. Wake up, and you're ready to take on this new world order.